not only an Allure Best of Beauty winner,
Yes.
but customer really top-rated features. This is our 9-time Customer Choice Award-winning technology that's built into this product. This is called the Mia Fit. And before I show you everything that you're getting, because you are getting a lot, I mean, first of all, you've got your choice of pink, white, and blue. If you notice the shape of this Clarisonic, it's probably a little bit different than the general idea before. We're going to include 3 brush heads, another sample of that Sonic Radiance Gel Cleanser. This should be $269. We're saving you $110 tonight, and you get to bring it home on our most generous easy pay. So more on that in just a second. But what I really wanted to just kind of start off with, which I think is pretty cool, is Clarisonic is a worldwide company.
Yes.
And just, you know, a few moons ago, you, Dr. Rob, was like, what do you want out of Clarisonic?
Right.
What do you need more of? What haven't you seen? What needs to be in the day-to-day regimen? And this is basically a device that was built up of a lot of people's opinions.
Yeah, it is. And you know, most beauty companies, which I think Clarisonic is first and foremost, are by people who've been in the beauty industry forever. Clarisonic's very different. As Dr. Rob says, I'm going to use his words, this was created by a bunch of geeks, science geeks, a bunch of guys that got together that were scientists, that their mission was to create a product, a device that would unclog a pore. That was step one, how it started. This particular device, the Mia Fit, I want to thank you because this was largely created by you, the viewer at QVC. Clarisonic reads all your reviews, they listen to all your feedback, and rather than try to reinvent the wheel from behind a desk out in Seattle, Washington, they've opened it up to you and they took what you wanted in a device. The first thing you said you wanted was you wanted something small, something that stood on its own, something that stood in its charging cradle, which is exactly what this does.
What?
Super cute. So that's one. But the difference is, don't just stop there. You told us that you wanted something that was super, super gentle. So although you loved Clarisonic and you loved what it did for your skin, some of you wanted something that was even more gentle. As a matter of fact, this is so gentle that this video demonstrates it on a piece of nylon. The one on the left, that's what our competitors do. They spin. The one on the right is Clarisonic. It just sonically wiggles and jiggles back and forth enough to clean your skin in a way that your hands in a washcloth can't, still giving you the same patented sonic technology, the 6 times cleaner skin. But it does it in the most gentle way. This is the most gentle Clarisonic that we offer. So if maybe you've watched this for years, like I did before I got my first Clarisonic.
Me too.
And you've always thought, it's just too much for my skin. Maybe I have this issue or I have that issue. I can't use it, it's too abrasive. Give this one a try because this truly is as gentle as you're going to get. But you also told us that you wanted the capability of being able to high test it when you needed it. Maybe like tonight, we have all this makeup on. We want to go home. We want something that's really going to be no competition for it. This gives you the versatility of having different speeds, which give you different cleanses. So this is what it does ultimately. Like we showed you with the other device, all Clarisonics clean your skin 6 times more effectively. The left-hand side was cleaned using a Clarisonic. The makeup is gone. The right-hand side, that was washed by hand. Maybe you're about to wash your face right now, or maybe you already washed your face tonight and you're sitting in bed, laying in bed watching this. This is what happens. You leave behind makeup. If you don't wear makeup, you leave behind skincare. If you don't do your skincare, maybe you wear a sunscreen, hopefully you're leaving that behind. Maybe, let's just say you don't wear makeup, skincare, or sunscreen. You sweat, you have oils, you have dryness. What this is doing for your skin is it's not just cleaning, it's exfoliating. So it's giving you smoother, softer skin. It's clinically proven to make all your skincare products work more effectively.
You know, you mentioned leaving makeup behind, and I just have to say this. Before I think I waited a year, maybe even a year and a half. To be fair, I started this job when I was 24, so like if you had okay skin, you're like, it'll be fine. Yeah. It'll be fine. I'm just looking to pay my rent at this point. I will say this, I never bought new towels because I thought to myself, what is the point? I've got makeup permanently stained over them all the time. And it wasn't until I got a Clarisonic that I started to notice, you know what? Like, I'm not leaving my makeup on my face and then taking it off with my towel. after I've already cleansed. And so to me, I always call it the white towel test with Clarisonic. And that's how I kind of convinced all of my girlfriends to get one, because I was like, no, you don't understand.
Right.
You can put the towel up to your face and it's not an imprint of the makeup left behind.
Yeah, it's so powerful. As a matter of fact, I would even throw this out there. If you're getting this for the first time, wash one side of your face the first time with a Clarisonic. Wash the other side of your face the way that you've always done, by hand or by washcloth or even by another device. Okay, I'm going to say that. Then take your toner, if you have a toner, or just take a cotton pad on with water on it. Put one on one side and put a fresh one on the other side. One of them will have stuff on it. It'll look like you didn't clean your face. The Clarisonic clean side is going to be clean. There's nothing else. Once you use a Clarisonic, there's nothing else you need to take off your face.
Yes, so true.
That's it.
So true. And that's the challenge with our 30-day return policy here on BDIQ that I would give you tonight. And so
that's so generous.
I know. I love that. Use it. Use it. And if you don't love it or you want another color, send it back. It's hassle-free.
I just sent something back on the day that it was like the last day, and I thought, oh, what time's the post office closed?
But that's what we tell you to do.
Yeah, it's great.
And you know, so tonight when you designed the Clarisonic fit, one of the nice things about that is you wanted it to be a little more ergonomic design. You wanted it to have a smaller footprint, but you didn't want to give up all the things that you love, such as helping you tackle that bulletproof makeup.
Yeah, Clarisonic, if they're going to make a new device, they have to commit to at least giving you 6 times cleaner skin, which is what we're famous for, if not even more. So even though this is super, super gentle, we didn't want to lose any of that efficacy. So you can see on my hand, I had 3 really long wearing makeup products on my hand, but I just washed it with the cleanser and nothing really happened. Watch what happens when I turn my Clarisonic Mia Fit on and I go over these products. It's as if they weren't, it's as if they were never there. And what's happening is it's doing it in the most gentle, soothing, softest way. Now, if you can hold that camera there for a second, I'm gonna wipe my hand off here because I want you to see my hand close up. I love how close you are right now. Now, there is nothing on my skin. Not only is there no makeup on my skin right now, but it didn't just come off the surface. It came out of my pores. It came out of my fine lines. You can't do that by hand. And it did it using this patented sonic technology. Now I just turned it off. Watch what happens when I turn it on. What's happening is it's wiggling back and forth 300 times per second. This is a perfect to show you. You can't see that with your eyes. So we slowed it down. That little wiggle action is what flexes your pores and flexes your skin, your wrinkles, your fine lines, so that by flexing them, it gives a little bit of room and a little way for the water and the cleanser. Cleanser of your choice, by the way. You can use any cleanser you want with this, just not something with grits in it or grains. So that gets grits, grains or, you know what I mean, right?
I hear ya.
And see those little things coming back up in the brush?
Yes.
Those are all the impurities, your makeup. Maybe it's sunscreen, maybe it's oil, maybe it's just sweat.
Yes.
Coming out
all
of the pores.
The above.
Yes.
Exhaustion, even. That collects there as well.
I went to the Eagles Parade, when they had it downtown.
Yes.
I haven't been downtown in forever. And if I have gone down, I've been outside for a minute. I get out of the car and go into the restaurant. I get out of the restaurant, go into the car. I was outside all day with my son. When I got home, there was a difference in the way my skin felt.
Yeah.
I wasn't sweating. There wasn't dust or dirt in the air.
Yeah.
But my skin, I knew I was down the city.
Yes.
My skin had a layer on it of dirt that I don't have every single day.
Yes.
And when I used my Clarisonic, I didn't even have foundation on that day. My brush head was a shade that I've never seen. And that is
it
true.
happens.
That's
that
true.
will happen to you in some form or fashion. There will be a day where you're like, my gosh, my skin really needed a good cleansing today.
This is a must-have if you live in the city.
Yes, and I never had that experience ever, taking off my makeup or cleansing my face with just my fingertips alone.
No,
it was just like an everyday occurrence.
Yep.
This is something that when it's one of those bad days where your skin really needs a good cleansing, or if you're crushing it, like people are saying, what are you doing? Your skin looks amazing.
Right.
You will also appreciate in using this. This is the latest innovation from Clarisonic. It is a 6-time Customer Choice Award winner for Best Device alone. It is a 9-time Customer Choice Award winner for Best Technology, and now you get it in truly a more ergonomic size. It's going to fit
Super
on
cute.
your vanity. It's going to fit on your shower ledge, which is perfect. It's about 2.5 inches in diameter, which is pretty great. We're going to give you 3 brush heads tonight. That's a big deal.
So nice.
You're going to be getting 2 of the pink radiance ones, and then the one that you see right there, that's actually going to be our deep pour brush head that you see as well. We'll still give you the 1 ounce sample size of the skin illuminating cleanser, but all of that adds up to $269.67. That could be really expensive for somebody anywhere else.
That's a lot of money.
It's
I'm
a lot of money, but for $26.65 when you use a major credit card, get to the phone. BeautyIQ.com will always be your fastest ordering experience. Bring this home and pay for it over 6 months, because if there's anything that I've learned about my Clarisonic that I don't even know what model I have, it's that it's that old. I don't know what model I've had.
You know what? I'm going to tell
And
you,
yet it still works with new brush heads every single day.
Yes, every single day. And you know, I don't want to talk about price is not my job here to talk about, but I'm going to talk to you just as forget I'm with Clarisonic. Just forget I'm even with them. I'm talking to you as a friend.
You do you.
I don't have an extra $260 sitting around.
I don't either.
To be quite honest, I don't have an extra $159 sitting around.
Yeah.
But if I lost, broke, somebody came in and stole my Clarisonic, if they told me it was $500, I would figure out a way to do that.
You would bring it home on Easy Pay. You'd get yourself a cue card.
Because it's kind of like that Sonic toothbrush analogy. And again, I don't mean to preach. I sometimes feel like I'm on a soapbox here, and because I do go off on a tangent, because it did change my life so dramatically.
Yeah.
And I know so many people who've had the same experience. You come up to me in the grocery store. You've come up to me in the gym and told me.
Yes.
And of all ages. I've had teens. I've had people in their 80s. I had a woman who was 92 come up to me. She looked like she was like 60 something.
That's awesome.
But when you use a Clarisonic and you're consistent with it, you see a difference in your skin that, I'm sorry, but skincare alone never gave me such a difference.
Well, and I think that I want you to get back on your soapbox, because remember, like, how you got here is you quit your job because you said, Dr. Rob, I want to come work for you.
Pretty
it wasn't
much,
like he sought you out and was like, hey, I need a new member of my team. You're like, I'm working for you. Get used to it. I'm going to be
You're
here for a while.
absolutely right.
That's pretty great.
I really, truly did not see myself anywhere else. I knew, you know, it's like anything. When you sit back and you think, well, what is something that you use in your life that has really made a difference, or that's really important to you? This was the first thing that came to mind for me. Clarisonic for me changed my life. I did not have good skin. I didn't have pretty skin. And I worked for the #1 skincare company in the world for over 17 years.
Wow.
Great company, great products. I even went to I still go to dermatologists frequently. And I'm very consistent with everything that I do. I'm very compliant.
Yes.
But I still never had great skin. The very first time I used my Clarisonic, the light bulb went off, and I thought, okay, this was something different.
Yes.
Something different just happened to my skin. About a week later, I was wearing less makeup. I had less to cover. I had less to hide from. You know, there wasn't anything that I was feeling uncomfortable about.
Yeah.
And the more I used it, the better my skin got, to the point where I forgot about putting makeup on every day because it just wasn't part of my routine anymore.
Well, because for once you wake up and you're like, I don't have anything to cover.
Right.
Up. You know, and what a concept
Yes.
for so many of us, because you probably don't have that same experience now if you're just cleansing with your fingertips.
Yeah.
This is something that, remember, you have 3 color choices. You have pink, you have white, and then you have blue. What's nice about this is you'll have 3 brush heads that you're bringing home. So you're getting the Radiance brush head, you're getting the Deep Pore Cleansing brush head, which you see right here, and then you're getting the Sensitive brush head as well.
Yes.
So can you kind of break down, because
Yes.
theoretically you could look at this and say, okay, that's 9 months worth of
Right.
brushes.
Yes, and it is. So what we say with the brush heads is, think about like your toothbrush. You replace your toothbrush about every 3 months. We want you to change your brush head out about every 3 months. However, you might use this in the morning, that at night. You might use this in the morning and this one at night. These aren't for 3 different people. These are all for you. Your skin changes all the time. This is where we start. This is what comes with all Clarisonic devices. This is basically our universal brush head. If your skin is normal, combination, not overly oily, not overly dry, don't have very many issues, good, you're lucky. This is you. This This is your
You are
everyday.
perfect.
Yes, this is your everyday daily good cleanse. Perfect place to start. These are your custom fit buddies. So this is for you if your skin is dry, if your skin's a little sensitive, if it feels like it's a size too small. This gives you a very comforting, creamy cleanse. So think about the days where you want something super, super gentle. Again, remember, this is the most gentle Clarisonic device we make. This is the brush head you're gonna go for. If you're like me and pores are, you just stare at your pores and you want smaller pores, you want cleaner pores, you don't